Hello everyone, welcome to my updated Ironman profile tour. The last time I made one of these profile tours, I was at 700 hours of playtime on this profile, and if we do /playtime, you can see I have now doubled that. So the big question here is what has changed since the last time? So we're going to be going over the very similar things, being skills, slayers, dungeons, and just a couple miscellaneous things. So let's get right into it. Starting it off with my skills. Taking a look over here at the skills, I'm at combat 57, which it's actually kind of weird because they changed the GUI for this, so it's all in different spots from the last video, but that's okay. Combat has gone up about 14 levels, foraging a whole 2 levels, mining has gone up I think about 10 levels, fishing has gone up only like 1 or 2 levels, and then farming has gone up again I think 1 or 2 levels. Enchanting, I don't think I was enchanting 60 at the time, am now. Also gone up about, I think, roughly 5 to 9 alchemy levels. Carpentry's gone up a little bit, but, no one really cares about these ones. Now, taking a look at my mining and farming setups, because those were the setups that I spent time actually looking at. Starting off my farming setup, my armor. Rancher boots, 3/4 Fermento. Finished getting that in a recent video, but yeah, that's very simple. Elephant pet. And then my best hoe is my sugarcane hoe right here with 30 mil collection on it and basically everything maxed out except cultivating. So that's for the farming setup. For the mining setup, I have a 655 right here. Still need to get some parts on it, but that's okay. And then from actual armor, I think it's actually pretty similar to what it was at the time of that upload. I haven't really worked on my mining setup too much. I think I had the Scathe the Pet at that point and also the bell. So nothing has really changed mining related, but in the sense of the actual skills and the rest of the gear for farming and whatnot, everything has gone up a good amount, but obviously not quite as much as you'd expect, because there's kind of other grinds like this that get in the way. On to the next. On to Catacombs, which I'm also just going to mash into combat, because, well, the setups are basically the same. So, I still have my original setup, basically all the same from when it was back then. Same thing, still using the tiger pet as my highest damaging pet, but that won't be for too much longer. Looking at the other things, my juju is still the exact same, but of course a couple other things. I've dropped a core, and I'm now currently working towards the Terminator mats. As you can see, most of them are in here. And then also, which I haven't uploaded a full-fledged video on this, but I need to very soon. With 714 completions, I have a Wither Impact Hyperion. So yeah, that's a humongous change, because at that point in time, in my last check-in at 700 hours, I was only at about 250 runs, and had not dropped any of the 4. And well, now I have all 4 and Hyperion, so you can see it works. I'm not editing anything, it's just, it works. It's a hype, it's everything you need. Now, my Kata level has gone up a lot. I think it was around Kata 34 at the time. I'm now up to Kata 39, which that is basically all from floor 7, because it wasn't from anything else. Like, I've done a couple runs of Master Mode, I've gotten carried through a couple, but nothing serious. So yeah, everything has changed. A lot has changed. I have one of the best weapons in the game, working on one of the other best weapons in the game, so that's a lot of progress. Slayers is one of the more fun ones to look at, because it has been, of course, I've doubled my playtime on this profile, so a lot has happened. So taking a look in Maddox over here, nothing has changed with Zombie. I think I've done about 70k XP since the last upload. Nothing has changed. Branch Legs had to get up to 7 just to get the Survivor Cube. Pretty simple. Sven, this was one of the bigger changes. I went from barely being Sven 7 to now being almost at 700,000 XP, and have indeed dropped an overflux. So yeah, big changes there. The other big change is Void Glooms, of course. 323,000 XP, had to get that core from somewhere, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure at the time of that upload I was only about Void Gloom level 5. So a lot has, or 5 or 6, but a lot has changed in that time. Other than that, I haven't gone into any blaze yet. I probably could with my hype, could kill some tier 1s, but not really bothered. And haven't done any vampire in the rift yet, because I don't really need it. So yeah, the slayers are looking pretty good. Pretty good. Now for the miscellaneous sections, this is going to be kind of a fun portion, because I got to go look back at my old, Misc section, and kind of see what has changed. So in the last thing, I talked a lot about how, like, my goals at the time, a lot about the goals. And one of my main goals at the time was getting a Shadow Fury so I could, and I quote, skip having to go for a hype so I could go for term. Clearly I didn't follow through with that, but that's fine. I decided it was a stupid choice right near the end. I think it's about like 90% RNG meter on Shadow Fury. I just decided, yeah, this is stupid, and then I just bought recoms with the meter instead. But obviously, it clearly ended up working because we're well on our way anyways. A couple other miscellaneous items have an aspect of the void. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Working towards amber polished, which I haven't really mentioned yet. Of course, anything to make my mining rates a little bit better. Other than that, not much has changed because the hype grind, the term grind has eaten a lot of this time. Of course, there's some other miscellaneous increases here and there, but most of the actual progression you see in a couple items. Like, I can probably fit most of my progression that I did in that 700 hours in my inventory. So yeah, there's not really any other items to talk about. Now, what are my goals for right now? Let's do some updated goals. My current goal is to get a term. Because the two things in this game I want to do the most on Ironman is Master Mode and Kudra. Those are just some of the game modes I find the most fun in this game. I feel like a lot of people can agree with that, but right now I need still a hype or term and a G-Drag to be able to get that done. So I still got a long way to go, but hoping to get my term within the next couple weeks here. So, be ready for that upload. And then, Golden Dragon, it'll happen when it happens. When I feel like mining out 500 million coins, but, that's alright. So, apparently I'm doing this every 700 hours of playtime, so I'll see you guys once I reach 2100 hours of playtime on Ironman. Peace out.